Of course, he should have been sacked. That's the obvious thing. So this isn't about, oh my gosh, he got sacked. How could he get sacked? That is the obvious question. So trying to investigate why he got sacked is futile and is a waste of time. Why did it take so long? That is the key thing. That why did it take so long? Because what is the difference in sacking him now and not sacking him a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? So was this loss to Frankfurt playing a very young team? I know that they're playing at the crib, but playing a very young team with most of the stars out. Was this the real turning point? It wasn't all the other weeks of extremely average performances, or was the pressure from the fans and your boy Arsenal fan TV shout out to your boy Robbie, or was it the pressure from the Arsenal fans that got Emery out? So because that's just what I find weird. Because my belief, and this is what I was saying in my previous videos, was it's a money issue. Surely the Arsenal board knew that now this guy's not turning things around. Surely they knew that. So the only reason why they were hesitating and they were hesitant is we don't want to pay this guy a ridiculous amount of money for this severance package. Because that has to be the only reason. If that's not the reason, why did he not? Why sack him now? It was because remember I was still saying give Emery time, give Emery time. As of like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was like, all right, like look, because when you're just looking at the performances and how they are lacking direction, lacking guidance. One, two, you're looking at Emery, his body language, and you're looking at the man who really doesn't care, who really doesn't give a damn. That's the second thing. So we just combine those things together, and you put those things together. It's obvious that all right, now this ain't gonna pop off. So um that's my thing, and I know when you just look around at Emery's career and so forth. I so this is what I believe here. This is what I believe. Ultimately, it was a failure. Ultimately, it was a failure. But when you just take stock and you look at it as a whole, how good did he do with Sevilla or Valencia in the league? That's one thing. So was it a surprise that he didn't do? So you have to say to yourself, was Emery's tenure a surprise? Many people will know or speak to Valencia or Sevilla fans, they underachieved in the league. Both of those clubs, but they did well in the cup. Sevilla winning what, three UEFA Cups in a row. And you're looking at Emery in his first season, he got to the Europa League final, but lost. But he got to the final. So maybe during this whole Europa League, maybe they get through and everything, and they maybe get to the final again, or maybe they win it. So if that happens, like, well, that's what he is. He's a cup merchant. He's crap in the league. So he pretty much just that maybe the Arsenal board would thought that he would have brought more to it, and maybe he would have improved from his days at Sevilla and from his days at PSG. So obviously Lundberg in charge, and as I said again, this is how it rolls. Same thing with Barney Nick and Hansi Flick. Arsenal obviously have people in mind. Please, 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 Arsenal fans, listen to me when I tell you, don't hire Allegri. Truncated version. Allegri was only successful with AC Milan because of Ibrahimovic. He took over a winning team with Conte's Juventus. The only thing he did different from Antonio Conte was get to two Champions League finals with Juventus that he lost twice. So do you really believe, or do you really want to put faith in a guy succeeding in a one-team league to come into the most competitive league in Europe? Think on that. But I think with regards to Freddie Ljungberg, I think that for me personally, just I always like seeing players who I grew up with as managers. I just think that's just a cool thing to see. So I was like, wow, I remember when this guy played now as a manager. And for Lundberg, he's like, bro, if I can get these guys playing well, because Arsenal already have a shortlist right now of who to replace him, so he's a short term. But same thing with Hansi Flick and Bayern. If Lundberg is getting results, obviously he wants to play on everything, get results, then boom. Because trust me, Lundberg is this is my opportunity. This is my huge chance to try and get a managerial role. Because trust me, if I'm doing well with these guys, because Arsenal now have to think long and hard before hiring a new dude. But if I do really well with these guys, get them to play good football. But the key thing, yes, good football, my philosophy, but the key thing, results. Results. If I could just get results, we get wins. I bring back some harmony, but I get wins, bruh. Maybe you can keep that job. Remember to like the vid. If you're new, remember to subscribe, to follow me on Twitter. Click in the description box below to support me and become a Patreon. click in the description box below. Unai, it really was about the miracle at Camp Nou.